you. And so what does Aramark? You talked about like the what plans you could be implementing in the future, but what does Aramark at this moment offer for a healthy lifestyle at the Commons?
Well, our salad bar right now is always stocked with fruits and veggies and that sort of thing. We try to keep that as healthy as possible. Different salad options, different pasta salads, different things that don't tend to be the fattening foods. Each of our stations we try to have a protein, whether it be meats or tofus or different things like that. We try to stick with a vegetarian option in most areas of the Commons if we can. So we'd like healthy options everywhere. You know, everyone wants to get the fried chicken and macaroni and cheese once in a while, but we'd like to have every station have a healthy option if possible, and that's our goal, and I think we do a pretty good job of it. You know, if we were to have that fried chicken in the station, right next to it we might have a vegetarian pasta salad or something like that. So we always try to keep the options open everywhere if possible.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. I'm gonna wake it up again. There we go. Quite the stretch. Okay. Okay, and in the past, you have taken suggestions from students. Could you provide examples of like a suggestion and then a change?
Sure. Allergies are also something that come into play a lot when working at the Commons or any dining hall. Specifically, we had a student that's very allergic to peanuts, and sometimes it takes someone to come to us for us to realize that we have a problem. So one of the problems that arose was our peanut butter fudge ice cream, though you would think right away that calls for peanuts, wasn't something that crossed our minds, and we didn't have a contains nuts sign for this peanut butter fudge ice cream. So the student came and told me how she was allergic to peanuts and asked if there's peanuts in this ice cream, and it was almost a, aha, why didn't I think of that, you know? So we've implemented contains nuts signs whenever we have the peanut butter fudge ice cream out there. And that's just one example, but allergens are always something we're focusing on, so when students come to us and tell us they have allergies, you know, we'll have them come back into the kitchen and our chefs will cook them personal meals catering to these allergies that they have, so.
Have you had any nutritional requests specifically?
Well, we have our vegans and our vegetarians, so as far as nutrition goes in that regard, we definitely have. We've had students come back personally and cook them really whatever we can to make them happy. We always do get nutritional requests specifically in our comment cards, and we like to think we do as much as possible to keep nutritional options out there.
Okay, and what have you done specifically just to keep nutritional options open?
Well, I mean, like I said, we try to stock every station with a nutritional option if possible. It is definitely something that students are calling for, but then again, there's a lot of students that aren't necessarily focusing on nutrition when they come in here. So a lot of them, like the example I used before, using the fried chicken or the pizza or the macaroni and cheese, and a lot of people go for that. So we do have to continue serving these items. But keeping things nutritional is always on our minds. We like to use greens whenever possible and things like that. And every station should, regardless of maybe our pizza station at times and things like that, should have a very nutritional option. If there isn't an option, then we'd like the students to tell us and fix it however possible. And that's always what we're looking to do. So.
Okay, thanks. And do you know for some of these stations that you're talking about, for nutritional wise, do you use any organic food that do you know of, or is it just regular food that Aramark doesn't maybe put as much thought into as organic food?
I know we do have organic food mixed into our menu. Myself not being the production manager, I'm not exactly sure where the organic food does play into the mix, but I know I do hear the word tossed around a lot, and I know it is involved in our food.
Do you know how large of a scale organic?
Not really, to be honest with you. It's not necessarily what I touch so much in my job, so I don't have a good answer for you on that.
Okay, thanks. And I think we already covered this, but I'm just going to ask it again anyways. Have you received any complaints, and how do you fix them?
Sure. Well, going through our comment cards, we traditionally get complaints. That's kind of why we have them out there, because we want these complaints so we can fix the problems. So like I've said before, a lot of them come down to allergies, a lot of them come down to healthy options, a lot of them come down to gluten-free and vegetarian options and things like that. So when we get a complaint or any kind of feedback, we really try to jump on it right away and fix the problem. Sometimes it's menu involved. Sometimes we'll switch up our menu. For instance, if we had chicken in 3 stations and a student, didn't like that, okay, well, we're going to go through the menu again and make sure that doesn't happen again, and we don't have chicken in 3 different stations. So it all depends on the issue. Sometimes it's menu. Sometimes it's the scenery of what we have going on. So I guess every issue is sort of independent.
Okay, thanks. And I guess this kind of bleeds into my next question is, how do you choose what meals you're going to serve or provide every week, or is it on a daily basis?
Sure. Right now we're on a 3-week cycle. With Aramark, it tends to be a 3 or 4 week cycle depending on different things, number of students and whatnot. So we're on a 3-week cycle. That doesn't mean 3 weeks is the same every time. We definitely have flexibility and we can change things up. So Aramark does offer us different options from them if we'd like to create our own menu, and we really have the ability to do a lot with our menu if presented to us. So yeah.
Okay, that works. Thanks. And how much training do student workers go through regarding food safety?
Every semester before we start a new semester, we go through top to bottom everything a student worker would do. Knife safety, holding a knife, cutting with a knife, using a cut glove, which is important with knife safety. We also talk about holding temperatures, which means you hold food above 140 or below 40 degrees, and that's a safe temperature to hold food. So when it's in between that area for too long a period of time, bacteria grows. So these are the types of things we're always teaching students: how to keep themselves safe and how to keep everyone else safe.
Okay, and do you implement these rules throughout someone's employment as well? Do you have meetings, sessions on?
Yep, absolutely. We have what we call our pre-service meeting before each meal, before lunch and dinner every day. In this pre-service meal, we talk about at least one safety topic every day. Safety is a big thing for us. We don't like people getting hurt. We don't want our customers getting hurt, sick, anything like that. So we're always looking to teach and keep everyone informed and make sure that everyone is on the same page with proper safety, proper food handling.
Okay. And also, with people being sick, has anyone ever called in or in the past or informed you that they were food poisoned?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, because I was going to ask you, how do you rebuttal this and rebound, and what do you do if a student does say they're food poisoned?
Well, to be honest, I've only been with the company now for 8 months or so I haven't encountered this situation. If that is the case, it's something to look into privately, but I haven't seen it yet. So.
Okay, thanks. And now here's the questions for the end, which I don't know if you could help, but just for recording purposes, I said it would still be good. Okay, and there has been some allegations that some sort of animal droppings were found over this past April break. Do you know if this is true or if any were found?
I can't comment on the issue. So.
Okay. Can I just ask a general statement why you can't comment on the issue?
It's not something that I'm really supposed to be talking about.
Okay.
Not this issue specifically, but it's something I don't think my boss would be happy if I'm talking about this sort of private.
Okay, thank you. So I know I'm prying a little bit, but this is what you're discussing. Okay. And what health regulations have you passed before in the past?
Again, it's sort of on the private side. Not really something I can talk about.
Do you know how many of them?
I'm sorry.
No? Okay. And what nutritional food regulations have you passed before?
Nutritional food regulations.
Like keeping up to par with the nutrition, maybe that the state requires?
Again, something I can't really comment on.
Okay.